Not necessarily ideal conditions for baseball players at home or striker. Pretty ideal if you're a fan of kayaking, though. Coming up in sports, we're going to have an update on what's next for the Growlers as they try to battle against not only opponents, but also Mother Nature. Fun fact that I actually just learned, I don't know, maybe about 10 minutes ago, the regulation size width of an 11-man high school football field here in the state of Michigan, 53.3 yards. The name of the game in this one, the same as it's been all season long. Great pitching, somehow even better defense, helping the Tigers to move one win closer to the American League Championship Series. Well, nobody walks into the house of the Children of the Corn and wins easily. And coming up in sports, we're going to have a look at the Climax Scots Panthers and what this team plans to keep doing to keep the good times rolling against Mendon. Well, just 10 minutes separate Western Michigan from their first conference win of the season, currently up by a score of 56-42 over the visiting Ohio Bobcats. But two key players in this one for Western Michigan, well, they're players that we haven't seen all season long as they've been battling injuries. Seems like we've got the perfect guy right in our own backyard here. Of course, Neeland having the chance to meet with the Lions. He met with 16 teams in person on top 30 visits around the league. Well, during the course of a football game, you're likely to see players hold up 4 fingers, symbolizing how they have to play strong for all 4 quarters. But when it comes to Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff, those 4 fingers stand for something else. Calm, cool, collected, and confident. The last time we saw this matchup play out, Guardians and Tigers, it led to the end of the 2024 season for Detroit. Still a few chances to try and break even on the weekend, but hey, even just one win feels like it would help put the past to bed. Casey Mize looking for his 5th straight win as he takes the bump against Cleveland. First inning action, Tigers getting Mize some run support early. Colt Keith rips a double to right. It's going to bring home Kerry Carpenter and a 1-0 Detroit lead. Couple batters later, welcome back Matt Vierling. RBI single brings home a pair before he's unfortunately thrown out at second, still trying to get some of that rust off as he works his way back into action. But hey, 3-0 lead ain't bad. We jump to the 8th. Guardians crawling back, broken bat, ball. Spencer Torkelson throws it home. Not in time to get Jose Ramirez. We're all tied up at 3 apiece. Into extras. Kyle Manzardo going to send a double into the corner and left. Ramirez going to get on his high horse, race around to score, part of a 4-run frame for Cleveland. That's all they need as they win again. Series wraps Sunday morning from Motown. Well, after all was said and done on day one of the NJCAA D2 College World Series circuit, it was Kellogg Community College coming away 8-1 winners over Southeastern as Kellogg moves on in the winners bracket. Tanner Alepa, 3 for 4 and a walk with an RBI. Ryan Kucharsik, a bases clearing triple, part of an 8-run 8th inning for the Bruins. Caleb Kidd and Ty Jenkins combining for a 6-hitter on the bump. Kellogg, they're going to face second-seeded Pearl River Sunday. Out on the links, 3rd round of the Charles Schwab Challenge. Golf is a challenge. Hey, it's right there in the name, but it doesn't look like it for Lucas Glover. He holes out here for the Eagle. 6 under for him on the day. Scotty Scheffler saw plenty of better days last week on his way to the PGA Championship, but this isn't a bad way to respond. He'd save par, 6 under day for him too. It wasn't quite a 6 under day for Matty Schmid, but this approach off of the tee on 16, well, that's going to lead to a birdie. He's your co-leader along with Ben Griffin as they head into the final day of action. Blake Bosma likes what he's seen from his Broncos teammates as of late.
I think after the last game, our team learned that we can make the big explosive plays.
And that's only adding fuel to Western Michigan football's fire.
We just have to come to work every day and get that out of us every day.
It's a matter of dedication, commitment, perseverance, all crucial as the tight end undertakes this journey.
I'm going on to 4 years now, and I've grown to know what works, what doesn't work.
But if you still think we're talking about his football journey, think again. Because one of Bosma's other passions,
just making sure that paint is even coming through it,
is making noise of its own. Customized footwear.
I wanted a custom pair of cleats, and I realized they were $400, $500, and I'm a high school kid that doesn't have any money and wasn't able to afford it, so I just kind of worked on myself.
The early results?
The first ones were terrible.
Weren't pretty.
I started with the old paint cans that you would just paint, that you can get at Lowe's, and I just slapped it on there, and it did one coat and called it good, and obviously it came off right away.
But it didn't really matter. because from that pair, over-the-top customs was born.
And we're going with the gold sparkle on this one. I think after the first year, I was able to kind of get into a groove and feel like my work was actually worth selling.
Which has led to more requests.
Family names on there.
Innumerable opportunities.
114 pairs.
As Bosma recently customized footwear for everyone involved with Broncos football as his business continues to grow.
It's really cool to see that Coach Taylor allows me to do these things and kind of wear custom cleats or whatever it is to do the travel shoes and things like that. So on the last pair I did for him, I did the K9. It's been really cool just to have Western allow me to even get a licensing deal with them to make their logo and sell their logo.
So the next time you head to a Broncos game at Waldo and see Western take to the field,
I think it relates to football.
The cleats carrying them there may have a unique touch.
I might not be super talented in one spot, and if I can make up for it in a different aspect.
Thanks to a Bronco committed to doing his best, both for the team and his craft.
If I work hard at something, I'll be able to grow and get better at whatever I do.
In Kalamazoo, Nate Brown, News Channel 3. On a day like today, America's birthday, it'd make perfect sense to catch a game of America's pastime. And if you find yourself taking in some baseball, over at Homer Stryker Field in particular, one thing is for certain. You're always bound to see a Hall of Famer in action. It's been 11 years now that Kalamazoo has taken to the field.
From day one, the very first game that they had here for the Growlers.
And there's been plenty of baseball played by plenty of baseball players. Some on a Hall of Fame level.
We don't always have the same ones and everything, but and then there are some that come back.
In that time, Denise Hopkins has seen the team win a Northwoods League championship.
That was a good one. We want another one.
From her spot at the main entrance.
I don't know which ones are theirs.
That's one.
As the Growlers ticket taker.
Two. Yes, I do have a great seat, but there's so many people coming and going. It's just like, yeah, I don't get to watch that much, but on slow days I do.
Instead, she's greeting those making their way to Homer Stryker Field.
You gonna catch a foul ball?
Yeah.
You are right.
And assisting interns with game day operations.
She's having problems with the scanner or something over there, and she's by herself. Can you go check it out, please?
She's one of the first faces that many of our fans see. We have close to 100,000 fans every year, and she's there welcoming every single person.
Which is what made what the organization did for Hopkins an easy decision.
What does it mean? It means a whole lot. I mean, I'm starting to tear up now. I mean, it's just, yeah, it surprised me.
Adding her to the Growlers Hall of Fame.
Works really hard, is here at every single game, and so to put her in the Hall of Fame just made a lot of sense.
They pull me over there and they take the cover off, and I'm standing next to myself, and that was it just blew me away. So it was unexpected.
Greeting everyone with a smile.
Hi guys, how are you?
Only missing one home game in her entire tenure with the team.
Well, they're saying I only missed one, but
oh yeah.
I think there might have been a couple others.
And humble too.
I gotcha.
Sure sounds like a Hall of Famer, one whose career is far from over.
You know, the people, it's a connection. Everybody connects. It's like family. We're a big family.